barrier to exit, which we'll discuss later. But why people are so reluctant to do this sometimes is that they've also put so much of their ego into ideas. You shouldn't do that, but even if you do, what's interesting is that if it's your ego you're worried about, what's ironic is that people tend to appreciate the relaxed, go with the flow types more than the stubborn, arrogant, never admit they're wrong types. You'll find people are more celebrated and trusted when they have flexible ideas. You'll even find that about yourself. You'll think, why do I like this person so much? Oftentimes that's the case. See, the familiar is comfortable, and you want to avoid that. For the younger audience out there, or some of my friends who live outside of this country, Blockbuster was a chain of stores that rented VHS tapes and DVDs. They rented movies. You would pay a certain amount of money, they would hand you your movie, you would take it to your house, watch it, and you would literally bring it back to the store the next day or a couple days later. Two men once walked into a board meeting. It sounds like the beginning of a bad joke. Two men once walked into a board meeting in a company called Blockbuster and explained that a critical evolution in technology called streaming would greatly change the way people consumed media at home. Now, it's been said that the board all but laughed these two gentlemen out of the room and refused to listen to their ideas for the future of Blockbuster. Those men were Mark Randolph and Reed Hastings, and the company that they would eventually go on to form is called Netflix. Oops. Blockbuster would later go on to file for bankruptcy in 2010, by the way. Similarly, when CEOs in BlackBerry heard about touchscreen smartphones, they refused to adopt the idea for their phones. Today, many teens have never even heard of this company. Number 5, the contrarian. Not just as much a problem as our desire to identify with a group is our desire to not feel like a cliche. Many times we like to offer a viewpoint that's contrary to the mainstream view. Few people enjoy this more than me. After all, I did write a book called Question Things. However, many times our clever contrarian viewpoint, novel as it may be, does not make the mainstream view false. It simply muddies the water by complicating an otherwise easy solution, or simple problem, or simple situation. We must question things, yes, that's for sure. But we must avoid searching for information that makes us feel good, which is a good segue into our next strategy for keeping an open mind. Number 6, avoid confirmation bias. When we seek information, we must be aware of our feelings because our feelings can subconsciously steer our search in a direction that confirms what we want to believe. Before searching, write down what you currently believe and how you feel about the subject and keep it next to you so that you have a constant reminder of what to be cautious of. An example of this can be taken from my recent interest in the debate